Morning. Well, it's day 59 of my meds journey. I'm doing pretty well this morning, actually. It's been a great night's sleep that I've had. Probably one of the best I've had for a while. And I feel good, actually. I feel really, really good this morning. I've got a lot to do today, so I thought I'd do a quick video and then just get stuck in. In terms of how I'm feeling about my journey so far, I'm okay about it now because I've had time to kind of get used to it and develop a routine for it. So it's not been too bad, really. Still kind of find myself a little bit fidgety and a little bit sort of agitated on occasion, but nothing major now. It's just a bit of a bummer that I will have to take medication for a few more months before I can even think of reducing it. But the good thing is I'm actually only taking one tablet now, just one a day, which is good, which is really, really good in fact. And I'm really glad that it's got to that stage, because I was worried in case I'd end up being totally dependent on them. I know some people have their views about prescription medication for things like anxiety and depression, and I did as well until I started taking them a couple of months ago. But I must admit, they are helping me quite a lot. In terms of my mood overall and my attitude, they are actually helping quite a lot. I mean, even when I get really agitated, I'm better able to handle it now, and that's good for me, because I never thought I would get there. Because there was a time for a good while where every little thing just seemed to affect me, but not anymore, because it's a part of life. You've got to deal with stress, and you've got to deal with the world around you. You've got to be able to do that, because we were put on this earth to do something with our lives and do something with ourselves, and that's something that's beginning to dawn on me more and more now. I mean, I don't have to justify myself to anybody, I know that, but just the simple fact of knowing that there are people around should I need any help or support with anything, even if it's just like a quick chat, then I've got it. I can call upon it. I mean, I'm not usually the kind of person who confides in others anyway, so this has been a real sort of journey for me to be able to do that, because it's usually the other way round. It's usually people confiding in me about things, but I'm finding now that since I've been on this journey, that people reveal their true colours. I mean, as I say, there are people that I've met quite recently who have kind of used me as someone to offload to, and then when they feel better, they just disappear. And that's happened in the last 6 to 8 months. That's happened quite a lot, actually. But that's their issue, it's not mine. If they're that insecure that they can't be honest about who they are, that's not my problem, that's their problem. As I said in one of my quotes, in a new quote that I came up with yesterday, if you find yourself being used a lot of the time, it's not because you're worthless, it's because people don't recognise the contribution that you've made to their life. That's not for you to worry about, that's for them to rectify, and that's the truth. And until they own up to that, don't worry about it, because everybody deals with things in a different way. You know, and since I've been on this journey, people have given me lots of advice. Oh, you should do this, you should do that, you know, that kind of thing. But really, you know, you have to do what's right for you. You know, nobody else. It's okay somebody else suggesting that, you know, you do a certain thing or you train your mind in a certain way. That's great, you know, and I welcome such advice. But what works for them might not necessarily work for you, and vice versa. You know, I mean, a lot of people who kind of say that, oh, you should do this, you should do that. You know, they tend to be the ones that aren't that great about confronting their feelings themselves. You know, and I must admit, until very recently, I wasn't very good at it either. You know, I thought I was coping with things, and it took an incident where I just completely lashed out, you know, a couple of months ago, to the point where I could have, you know, I could have got in serious trouble. There could have been really serious consequences because of it. And I could have ended up with a criminal record, you know, which really terrifies me, actually, you know, because I've never broken the law at all, like ever. But the thing is, you have to realise that when you do need help, you know, there's no shame in asking for it at all. There's no shame whatsoever. And I'm glad that I've actually started this journey, and I'm not just helping myself but others too, because we need to open up to each other. You know, I keep saying it, I know I sound like a broken record, but we do, we really do. And until we do fully and completely accept that we have all got similar issues with things and we're all in a similar situation, you know, we're not going to be able to end the stigma, and we won't end up helping each other. You know, we'll just be brushing it under the carpet. Oh, you know, mental illness, it doesn't matter. You know, you know, it's just a buzzword. You know, it's just a buzz term and all this kind of stuff. But no, it isn't. You know, people might think it's fashionable these days almost, but it's not. There is nothing glamorous about having this, about living with something like this, with anxiety or depression or any other mental disorder. You know, there's nothing glamorous about it at all. It is hard and painful, and it's really difficult for other people to understand. And that's why I'm doing this, to help increase understanding and awareness of it. Okay? You know, people can take from these videos of what they want, but I know what I'm doing it for. You know, I know who I am and what I'm capable of, and for me that's enough. That's more than enough. Anyway, I'm going to get going now, so have a great day. Keep smiling and enjoy the bank holiday. Okay, bye.